Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the Tier 8 Premium Mercenary Medium Tank, the Reapers Scythe. If you do like the video, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe down below, as it really does help out the channel. And yes, the Reapers Scythe, we had two pretty damn nice games in it, and it is a pretty damn fun tank. It's got one massive drawback, and that is the only thing that I would say is truly bad about this tank, is the fact that it has poor penetration. It's got 212 penetration on its standard AP, and 165 penetration on its HESH shell, with 68 penetration on its standard HE shell. The 212 pen is the best you will get, which means when you are in tier 9 and 10 battles, and especially tier 10 battles, you are massively, severely undergunned in that regard, because you really do struggle to pen a lot of the tier 9s and 10s. When you are top tier, however, this tank is absolutely beautiful, and the 440 alpha you get with the pretty damn nice armor you get, as well as the 165 pen HESH for 530 damage, is really, really beautiful. And you do a lot of damage, and it really hurts them, because your armor stands up, and even in a tier 10 game, I mean, you are basically a 430U, but you do have worse armor than a 430U. I think I covered all that in the tank review I did at the time it came out, because obviously this is a the one thing I did forget to mention is this is a Warhammer 40k collaboration tank. Who knows if it'll come back or not, I don't know. It depends on Wargaming and their decision to get the license back for it. And yeah, it's basically the 430U with this skin, but at tier 8 instead, and the armor is worse than the tier 10 430U, but it's still pretty damn good for tier 8, and you will do fantastically with this medium tank at blocking damage. It's also got pretty damn good camo as well, that with the build that I've got, you get it down to 303 meters of still concealment, which is really fantastic, really, for this kind of medium tank. It means you'll stay unspotted in a lot of situations. You can work people over with this gun. Then the gun is a little bit derpy, because you do have 0.4 base accuracy, which is really not that great. 2.3 second aim time as well is not, it's not bad, but with the gun bloom, it feels, you can really feel the aim time as well. So that gun can be a bit derpy, and it can be a bit frustrating in that regard, especially when you have to use the 212 pen and you have to hit weak spots with that 212 pen. Sometimes it likes to just miss, which is a little bit frustrating. You also have 5 degrees gun depression, which is because it's a 430U, it's very, very Soviet. 370 meters view range as well, helps you to spot the enemy team at decent distances if you set up for it. But again, it's not the best view range in the universe. Once you get in below 380, you're starting to go, oh, this is not good in terms of the view range, and that's what the Reaper Scythe is at the minute, pretty much. Which you do get the view range up to 473 meters of view range, but it's not the best in the universe, but it's still, at least it's over the 445 meters of view range cap. So, what do I run in terms of a crew on the old Reaper's Scythe? Well, on the Reaper's Scythe, I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness, Camouflage Expertise, Silent Driving, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun. The 3 gun perks, because, well, this gun is pretty derpy and I really want to help it out as much as I humanly can do, because otherwise it will like to miss a lot. The 2 camouflage perks, because like I say, the camo on this tank can actually be pretty damn good. So if I want, I can get it set up for that, and you will be able to get down to a good level. You'll keep your camo while on the move, and you'll get it down to that 303 meters of still concealment. And then in terms of equipment, I run the advanced loader, the gun stabilizer, and optics. Optics to be able to spot for myself, like I say, get myself up to that 473 meters view range. The gun stabilizer, because the gun is derpy, and with the gun stabilizer helping the accuracy during movement on a rotation, I get the accuracy during movement down to 2.41, which is still pretty bad, and 0.76 on rotation, which is actually pretty decent. And the advanced load is always to make your DPM 10% better, always. So this first game, we have been on this map, which is Serene Coast, and we are pushing up behind the last of the enemy team. We know where they are. They're on this little island area over here. And we come across this poor old T-34-2, who we slap a HESH round through. Oh no. HESH round straight through the lower plate that set him on fire. And that was a one-shot with the HESH. Oh, that poor guy. Then we put a HESH shell through the Caro P88 as well. This is where the HESH is utterly devastating, like, because that 530 alpha you get is just beautiful. It hits so hard, and you just dish out the damage to those tanks that are lightly armoured. And we've just killed the Caro P88, putting us onto our 5th kill of the game for 5,063 damage, 2,041 assistance. Gonna drive around after this equalizer now. I know he's got the barrage gun, so I'm not exactly scared of him, because, well, he will put 4 shots into me and do some damage. He doesn't really do much damage, and he has to pen me to do the damage to kill me, right? So I'm not too afraid of the equalizer, to be honest. And we managed to drive around the corner and finish off that guy as we waited for the reload. And we get our 6th kill of the game. We finished with the victory. The 6 kills, 6,000 damage, 2,041 assistance, sorry. The ace tanker, the high caliber, the Confederate, the top gun, the 2,485 base XP. A really damn nice game there for the Reapers Scythe. We're putting up tier 10 numbers there with 8k combined. Pretty damn nice game there for the Reapers Scythe on Serene Coast. And yeah, the other thing that I really do like about the Reapers Scythe is the shell tracers. The shell tracers look really cool. And the other thing, that's the other thing I was thinking about as well, is the fact that you actually do get higher damage on your standard HE. So your standard HE has 630 damage, which is what I should have probably loaded when I actually went around on that equalizer, because I would have done 630 damage as opposed to 530. But yeah, so you got 68 penetration on that, and you do get higher damage, which means if you do need to splash something, by the way, say it's got 150 hit points, 200 hit points, and you want to splash it and try and whittle it down, you're probably better to load the standard HE than the premium one, which is why I carry what I do. And the reason I don't run the advanced reload as well on this tank is to switch between the standard AP and the Hesh round, which could be a good idea, is because the gun on this tank can be so derpy. That's why I run the gun stabilizer, because yeah, the gun can just be derpy, and you sit there going, why, gun, why? You know? But we're on to the second replay, and the second replay, we're on this map, which is Prokhorovka, and I really wish I had Hesh loaded there for that M56, that would have been glorious. But we've taken this position here at F3, which you might be going, well, why have you come here? You're in a tank that's got absolutely no gun depression. Well, especially from this side of the map, F3 is a bit more forgiving for the tanks that don't have gun depression, because you don't have to quite poke up anywhere near as much as you do on the other side to get the gun down to shoot the enemy tanks. So we try and get a shot there into the M41 Bulldog, but unfortunately, we just missed the shot there, and it would have been nice to get the shot into that guy, because we do need to get rid of the light tanks. Prokhorovka is always one of those maps. If you have good people who are spotting, or good spotters, you will win, because they obviously will light up your team, they'll light up the enemy team, and they can then get big shots into you and just slowly but surely whittle your team down. Whereas, obviously, if you don't have good scouts, then you're not spotting them up. All you're seeing is the light tanks running around like lunatics, who are also spotting you every time they go up. And again, you're a target for the enemy team to just keep getting hit. So we do want to get rid of these light tanks if we can. And oh, there we go. The shot flies true, straight into the turret of the Bulldog. First kill of the game. And good night, Mr. Light Tank. The turtle we need to get rid of next. That would be great if he was gone. Now we've got the T-34 directly in front of us. We've spotted up, well, the Sturm Tiger P gets spotted up. The M56 Scorpion gets respotted. Good night, Mr. M56 Scorpion. And we get rid of that guy as well. We're just going to poke over, see if we can get a shot into this Sturm Tiger P. Looking for that cheek weak spot, and the shot flies true. Straight into that Sturm Tiger P's little cheeks, because it's the same as the Ferdinand, the Sturm Tiger P. Actually, I think it's weaker than the Ferdinand in terms of its cheeks, so the Ferdy got a buff. And you can just pen the frontal armour on it. It's just like the Tiger P. It's got 200mm of armour on that upper front plate and the lower, well, yeah, just the upper front plate areas. But it's got little side cheek pieces where the bolted on armour doesn't cover, and you can just pen it there, and most of the time goes straight through quite easily at most any angle you want to. So we poke over on the ridgeline, straight through the side of the IS with Hesh. Oh, beautiful scenes. That was quite a lovely bit of damage. We've got the Hesh loaded, looking for side shots into the turret of this Tiger P. 546. Oh, this is why we like the Hesh. It's so good, so good. We're now trying to finish off this Tiger P. We can't quite find the shot, but he's just ignoring us and giving us the side of his turret yet again. So it's like, well, okay. 518 straight through the side of his turret. Sure, Mr. Tiger P, if you want to give me the shot, that's perfectly fine by me. Can we get the shot into this Jagdpanther at the back? Looking for the shot, and oh, the Hesh shell goes straight in. Oh, that's another kill right there. Goodbye, Mr. Jagdpanther. TD from the back, gone. Now we're going to get rid of this Tiger P, because he's again going to be lighting people up, and it's good to get rid of him. We can just shut him down straight through the cupola. But we finally missed the shot. We now load AP because we're running out of Hesh shells, and I don't want to use all of my Hesh shells in one go. So we're going to load the AP, which will guaranteed go through his cupola. It won't just have a random splash. And we shut down the Tiger P for our 4th kill of this game. Watching our right-hand side, because there's people pushing up the 6 line. There's the light tank, the heavy tank at E6. But we're just being careful, because we are detected at the minute. I kind of want to move into the bowl, but I wanted to wait until I got undetected for that. looking to see if we could get a shot into the Prima Victoria, but we couldn't quite get that in. Although we did get some spotting on the Prima Victoria from the HWK-12, kind of random. Now we're moving into the bowl. Now we're going to go into the bowl to see if we can find the things camping at the back. And there it is. There's a Black Prince. We go for the shot into his side. We didn't hit the Black Prince there because the Black Prince didn't flash. We shot at the Black Prince and hit something else and did track damage only. Okay. Yep. There's something else back there that's not just... You can see the shell tracers. And I was watching it going, should I fire? And again, there we go. We knew there was something back there. We saw where the shell tracers were coming from. So it was like, you know what? I'm going to pop a shot towards the Black Prince. If it hits the Black Prince, whatever. But there's definitely something in that region. So if it hits something blind, then woohoo! And that's exactly what happened. We hit something blind. That's what we hit when we shot at the Black Prince. It didn't flash. Its little icon didn't flash, which means we didn't actually hit him. But we got a critical ribbon, which meant we definitely hit something. So we pop another blind shot down range towards B2, and we don't hit anything that time. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to boost my food, boost my view range, and we're pushing. We're going to push straight over and under the dip. And there is a 48A2 pattern. Oh my god, that shot flew straight in. We got a lovely shot on the move into that M48A2 pattern. That's RNG giveth. Slowing down to make sure that this aim circle is aimed in. And of course that one just goes wide and hits his tracks only. Sure. Now we're going to go after this guy. He's a one-shot. We get shot in the back and it's like, oh no, the light tank's come after me. He's killed my gunner, which we need to realise and get our gunner back in. Put your gunner back in. There we go. We put the gunner back in. We spotted the artillery as well, so we got a bit of assistance on the guy. We're on 5 kills, and we know where a couple of these guys are. They're directly in front of us. So we're going to poke over and see if we can get some kills. The Sturm Tiger P is looking at us. I'm not fancying taking a big hit of HE. We slap the shot into the turtle, get a lovely high roll for 457 and shut him down for our top gun. Always a glorious time. I'm watching what my team's doing to see if they are helping. I was lighting these guys up, but actually I'm going to try, and now I'm unspotted, and change the angle to see if I can get a surprise on these guys, which we do. We find the shot into the Sturm Tiger P. I was just making sure that I was hitting the right spot to kill him, and we shot that guy down. Now lighting up the Black Prince for our team, and I'm like, you know what, I could go in. Oh no, we can just about get the gun depression. We put the shot into the back end of the Black Prince. Can we get our 8th kill of the game on this guy? Can we do it? He's now a one-shot for us. It's like, no, no, don't die. Mine, mine, yes, yoink. 8th kill of the game. And we get our 6.5k damage, 2.6k damage for the Radley Walters medal. Let's go. Glorious game so far here on Prokhorovka. There's one tank left on the enemy team. It's a heavy tank down at J7. The artillery is closing in on him. So that's an aggressive piggy. The light tank is also closing in, same as the medium tank. And I'm looking at this going, will I get anywhere near this Basante? I hope I will. It'd be nice to get more shots in. But sadly, we don't get anywhere near it. And we finished the game with a really great total there for the Reapers Scythe, the Tier 8 Mercenary Premium Medium Tank. We finished with the victory, 8 kills, 6.5k damage, 2.6k assistance. With the Ace Tanker, the Radley Walters, the Devastator, the Top Gun, the High Caliber. 2.7, nearly 2.8k base XP. A glorious game there for that tank. What a game that is. That's a really, really nice game for the tank. Whether it worked perfectly as well, because the Hesh just went everywhere you wanted it to, and it's lovely when that happens. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Great success!